Yo.
Women, that could be good on the show.
Justin, you play around with that app much yet?
Oh yeah.
Sick, right?
Yeah.
It's real cool.
I think you gotta do this ankle, dude.
You're good.
Well, you definitely want to have like super tight fitted skivvies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skivvies.
I mean, it seems to be.
Because it was more off today for me than it was yesterday.
Oh, interesting. And first thing in the morning? Oh, wow. Did you do it with clothes on or?
I did it now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to be down in your underwear and tight underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, I'll keep fucking with it though.
They have a bodysuit that you can buy too. That comes with it.
Oh,
It makes it even more accurate or whatever. Yeah.
I might, I was talking to the guys, I might try and get one of those tracking bodysuits.
Yeah.
Just cause like I was gonna shoot like exercises and stuff to build that up. So you can fuck with it for all kinds of green screen stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Is she died?
This clip ready for me?
Yeah.
So today is the first time that I intentionally went after a good amount of carbohydrates before the workout. You know, early on when you know, I'm pretty weak, I don't need like that much to get up and get a workout in when we're moving at pretty lightweight. Now that we're starting to get a little bit stronger, intensity's picking up, volume's picking up. This is the first workout. I said, okay, well, I got time today, load up. I think I'm at like 100 and, I want to say I'm around 130, 150 grams of carbs already. And I remember when I was competing, it was really clear to me when I had over 100 grams in me before the workout. I had a significantly better workout than had I not. And so this will be the first one where we made an attempt to kind of load up a little bit before, see if we can notice a difference in performance. Good day to do it since today's deadlift too.
Do you notice a difference between like, I don't know, rice or like orange juice, like the different types of carbs?
So like if I were to take like a liquid, which is I had a blueberry banana smoothie and some rice cakes before here. So easy digesting stuff. Less to do with how I feel a difference in the performance, more to do with how quickly I feel it. So if I eat something that is like slow digesting or like lower on the glycemic index, like a yam or a sweet potato, it doesn't hit me as hard. I actually used to notice this when when I would carb load for the show. There were shows where I used nothing but sweet potatoes as the carbohydrate to load me, and then there was other times when I used white rice. And then there was other times where I loaded with white rice paired with a fat like an avocado, and they all made a difference. The sweet potato would go in and out of me so fast that it would never completely fill my muscle bellies up. I'd get a little filled out, and then it would be gone. Or my body would just process it really fast. The rice, I would get filled up pretty quick, but then it wouldn't hold. I wouldn't stay filled out very long. The rice with the avocado, with the fat, slowed down that. So it filled me up and then it held me filled up for a little bit longer. It was really interesting to see the difference of that. But in regards to performance, it was more to do with just the total amount of carbohydrates that I had in my system before, more than anything else.
So what do you think about intra-workout carbs?
I mean, if you're doing a workout that's really long, like, you know, for like what you do where you're fighting and stuff like that, and you guys are, that makes more sense. You're spending when you're doing like endurance, explosive type training, you're burning that really quick. And if it goes longer than an hour, it makes a lot of sense. But if your workout's under an hour and you're doing kind of like strength training, moderate intensity, kind of a waste. You know, it's not really. I mean, especially if you've done enough, if you ate enough going into the workout, you ate enough going into the workout, your body has plenty to tap into. Any additional, you're probably not going to feel that much of a difference in performance. But if you were an athlete and you were maybe doing a double day, or you had a long workout, or like in your case, because you do like some really high intensity type stuff with fighting, you could burn that off pretty good. And like, so if I was like, I don't know if you ever do like your jiu-jitsu and stuff for will and then recover and then go work out or anything like that. But if you were to do that, I definitely would say do an intra workout there. That way your body will have that to go work out it. But if you were just working out for an hour or under an hour, intra-workout stuff is kind of overrated. Where's my list now? Slowly building a new workout playlist here. Today, LMNT we will do in the ready to drink. Now, I wish I would have thought of this before because I told you guys that the grapefruit on ice is the best. Doug coming to work out today?
He was already in here this morning.
He was?
Yeah.
Did he lift?
I think so, yeah.
Good boy. So, one of the things I love to teach clients before they deadlift is to kind of get their hips primed and also connected to their core. So, the floor bridge, you can't really see on the floor bridge, I have this big gap right here because my hips are rotated, right? So I have a slight anterior pelvic tilt, right? Which means my hand can fit underneath here and there's this gap. So when I deadlift, I want to be able to brace my core, tighten it up around my spine, and then I want to hinge at the hips. And so I can do this, I can prime it on the floor where I press my back flat, that engages the core. Okay, so my core is all engaged right now, I'm bracing, abs tight, and then I'm gonna thrust up through the hips. Come back down, back press, engage the core, thrust to the hips. And I'll just do an isometric hold at the top, just getting better connected to the glutes, the hips, and then also making sure I stay contracted in the core and abs. Super important to doing that really well in the deadlift, and so it's a great movement to prime before you go into that. Pretty good right there.
I was gonna say that was a perfect roll. Dang.
Like that.
The only better it could be is if you rolled it straight onto the bar.
So I think we haven't done any more than 275 on dead, I think, if I recall. This is my dead. It's gonna be grip that'll be the limiting factor. Weight feels good. Last one, I can feel my right hand slipping. So, 25-year-old me would pull my wrist wraps out of my bag right now and strap up just so I can keep moving up in weight, because hamstrings, hips, weight feels pretty easy, but my grip. I could also do a power grip, and that would like an over-under, and I'll easily be able to hold on to that. But you figure if you got one under, one over, the recruitment pattern in your back is different, and so ideally we're always over. We're not in some sort of a competition right now, so we'll just take it easy. We'll let the forearms dictate how heavy we go today. We're up 2, so it's okay. I think the most we've seen so far on deadlift is 275 for a set or two. We've already got two working sets at 315. We'll do another one right now. So we're doing good. What we might do right now, here's a cool audible. So we got one last set of 5. I'm losing my grip at reps 4 to 5. So what I think I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do 2 more sets of 3s and just short rest period in between. So we'll get under there, I'll rip 3, give myself, I don't know, a minute to rest or so, and then go right back in it and rip 3 more. So we'll split the reps up. We'll actually even add a rep. That way we're not skimping on volume at all. And I'd rather have 3 clean, really good pulls at 315 than to have 3 with 2 kind of sloppy. So that's what we're gonna do. Get my body weight skull crushers, and then I'll do the preacher curl single arm here. We do those right here, yeah?
Yeah.
So we got pretty easy. I'm going to drop that down and make it more difficult. Doing this exercise reminds me of a tip that you always give clients. So it doesn't matter what muscle we're doing, but a lot of times the difference between all the exercises that you can do for muscles is manipulating the strength curve. Meaning let's compare this exercise, okay, a preacher curl, to say like a spider curl where you guys have seen me where I flip around and go to the other side. So on this exercise, it is the most difficult when the arm's completely opened up and it's in a full stretch. This right here, this 30% of the exercise, let's just say is the most valuable part of the exercise because it's where it's the most challenging part. Now, think about the position of my arm, and now if I were to do spider curls, where I come around on this side, and I'm hanging, same position the arm didn't move, this is the easiest part of the spider curl. The most difficult part of the spider curl is up here, when gravity is resisting, the biceps fully contracted and trying to resist gravity. So, most difficult here in a spider curl. On a preacher curl, most difficult all the way opened up here. Okay, so why is that important? Well, it's important because when I'm doing this exercise, what I see people do is they want to go heavy on the weight, so they do stuff like this. They shorten the range up. They eliminate the most valuable part of the exercise when this is fully stretched out, just so they can lift a little bit heavier weight and look cooler doing the exercise. So when you're doing this exercise, the point of it, or the best part of it, is this fully stretched position. And you don't want to rob yourself of the best part of this exercise just to say you can lift 5 or 10 more pounds. And then the opposite is true over here. When you're on the spider curl, you want to make sure that you come all the way up and squeeze at the top. You see guys swing, they'll go heavier weight and they're swinging and they're only getting up to about 90 degrees when here to here is the most valuable part of that exercise. Understanding that when you go into movements like this is important, so you know what you're trying to get out of it. Instead of always just trying to lift more weight, understand the most valuable part of the exercise. And in this concentration curl, that's when we're all the way opened up, or preacher curl, excuse me. That would be true in this. The most important part is when my body is dipped all the way down in, and I'm in that fully stretched position. I'm in that full stretch position, my weight is pulling down on me, gravity's pulling, and so that's when the tricep is getting worked the most. So a mistake that you would do on this exercise is, again, shortening the range of motion up. So just coming to like right here, when the most valuable part is in that deep stretch, from here to here is the most difficult part of that exercise. So don't want to neglect that. Want to make sure I get that good deep stretch and take advantage of that. Loading up those carbs, performance is, I can feel a little bit. What I feel more than anything else is the pump. You know, there's all kinds of like supplements on the market, like your nitric oxide and cool supplements that are designed to give you a better pump. But nothing has ever given me a better pump than loading sodium, like a half a gallon of water, and like 150 grams of carbohydrates. Obviously the grams of carbohydrates, that's my number, so yours might be 75 or 100, that's all you need. But if I put that many grams of carbs, that much water, that much sodium before a workout, the nastiest pumps I've ever had. Don't even need all the supplement shit. If you want to take it, you can, but you'll get a better pump if you just listen to me what I just said. Load up a half a gallon of water, load up your carbs, have a high sodium. So do like an electrolyte drink or something high in sodium. Get the best pump of your life, promise. I wish we had like a leg extension or a leg press here, because I'd like to do just 2 sets of something. Hit my quads directly. Oh, it's supposed to be coming any day now. That's what's gonna go in front of that mirror. It'll be a full
It'll have a seated row, a lat pull down. It's the big universal. That should be coming pretty soon here. I think Justin played with it. Normally those things are, those attachment stuff for like leg stuff is not my favorite. I mean, they do, like if that's all you had, it's better than nothing. I could also do like a heels elevated goblet squat. I could also do whatchamacallit that I hate. I can't think of the name of them right now. Sissy squats, thank you. I just wanted something I can control a little bit lighter though. One more of these. Justin, you think we could order one of those little platforms for like heels elevated, just like a little one? Yeah, like a little wedge. Does PRX make one of those?
No, but Rogue, I've seen has a few of those.
They're not very big and clunky, right? We can just throw them aside. I mean, there's been multiple times where I wish I had that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can find one.
Oh, God. Whew. I think I'm going to get 10 reps, 2 sets of goblet squats right now. Reason why is just because I've only got 2 days a week of leg training. I already did a 5x5 heavy backload squats. We did a 5x5 deadlift. Deadlift is so posterior chain heavy that I just want to touch my quads lightly. Don't need to hit them hard. Hit squats 2 days ago hard, but just want to stimulate them a little bit. Oh, excuse me. And then when I go home, I'll take some notes on like calculating out the volume. But I think that'll be a nice little add to what I had originally planned. Nothing heavy. I'm gonna do it elevated though too, so my shift everything on my quads. So we'll take these. We're gonna make our own homemade version of what I wanted Justin to buy. Okay. That's it. Adding that right there is giving me on some ideas on how I want to do this. So because I'm scheduling bulks and cuts, I think I'm going to manipulate the volume on bulk weeks versus cut weeks. Since we know that when you're in a cut, theoretically we're catabolic all the time. So we're breaking down, we're not building any muscle. At that point, we're just trying to mitigate any muscle loss. So, and we also know that it takes 1/7 of the volume to maintain the muscle that you already built. So if I go in a 1 week cut every 3 weeks, theoretically I can reduce the volume. I don't necessarily need to be pushing it. And I'm cutting calories. And then when I add things like I just did right now, I'll do that during bulk weeks. That'll be cool. We'll see how that goes. That'll be super unique to anything we've done yet.